Hey everybody, me again. I am here with Zee Rainey. And Zee and I, we just met recently? Like on online like 2 weeks ago?
Yeah, about 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. And we had so much in common, it's not even funny.
Yeah, even though you're from Canada.
Well, even though I'm from Canada, and I'm better looking. But other than that,
I don't know about the better looking part.
well,
Nah, yeah. We'll let it go for this time. I'll let you have that
but
one.
I can say out and about and you can't.
Out and about.
Close. Anyway, so Z, among other things, he is the MacDev rep, and you
Not rep, I'm an ambassador.
ambassador. My apologies.
Yes.
So what's the difference between a rep and an ambassador?
So a rep, you actually you work for the company and you drum up sales. Where an ambassador is, we promote the products, take them out the field to let them test. Even though mine just went down and I'm rebuilding it, and I hate that. Oh my gosh! And I just had it working last week.
I've been laughing at him all day.
But we talk about the quality,
Right.
and what MacDev does and how MacDev works. We don't push sales. We let people try it out, use it, and promote it in a positive light.
Nice. Now, in order to be ambassador, that means you have to have a certain amount of influence. So you must have been playing a while. How long have you been playing?
I've been playing paintball since 2009.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm getting old.
1989.
Well, dude, you're old. You're probably as old as me,
Yeah.
like in paintball years. Like literally, I mean, 89. God, I was 3 years old.
I was 19.
God. Okay, never mind. We're not going to talk about age. Anyhow, I know I'm young. Yeah.
But in any case, so where did you guys start? Where did you start playing?
I was born in California, but I started playing in St. Louis, Missouri.
Cool.
Extreme Paintball Park, Millstadt, Illinois. Home
Nice.
Of, Total Grief, Sal Borgello, Tori Borgello.
I've heard no Total Grief. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
Now,
Purple and gold.
Now, was that were you part? You were part of? No.
No, I was not part of Total Grief. I actually went out there, went and played roller hockey with a couple friends.
Okay.
And they were like, hey, let's go play paintball. I was like, you know what? I was like, dude, I was thinking about doing that for my birthday. And went out there, saw a coworker, and he played on Dirt Life. And after that, I got bit by the bug. So I was like, you, come here. And after that, it's been history.
And it's amazing how, and we talked about this a little bit a while back. It's amazing how when you join, you become part of paintball. It is you automatically become family, and you already
Yes.
friendship, and there's nothing like it anywhere else. At least everybody says. And I've been thinking about that a lot since we had the talk. And I was thinking, and correct me if I'm wrong.
Mm-hmm.
I went to church a lot as a kid, not so much now, and I'm not getting into a religious
Oh, no.
conversation. But being a paintball player and getting involved in paintball, it's a lot like being in a church's congregation.
Yes.
Because-
Yes. That's a weird time, but yes.
because take away the reason why you're there, but the minute you get into it, you're supported and
Yes.
and whatnot. And
Oh no, we got our pastors and preachers though. You know, you got
Yeah, yeah.
Wolf and you got Alabaster and Greg and but okay, I guess yeah. But no,
I'm not the best known.
100%.
That's why
No.
unknown is in my name.
Right.
But-
But no, I mean, I look at it the same way. You know, you can turn around and you can call one of your paintball brothers and sisters and be like, hey, man, I'm in need. Or, hey, my gad's done. Oh, dude, I got an extra. I haven't been using it for years. Just go ahead and use it. Give it back to me when you're done, when you get back on your feet. So, yeah, that hands down has to be the closest thing to relate other than, the brotherhood of military or if you're in a fraternity. So,
right.
yeah.
Exactly. Like, I mean, I was trying to think of a way to describe it, and that's what I came up with, because that's about the only thing, because it's all, I'm not going to call them strangers,
No.
but you don't really know everybody, but you become part of this social circle, and it,
I'll give you a good example.
okay.
2012, I played scenario ball.
Right.
And I went to DFW Adventure Park with the Third Reich. Half of these guys I did not know. The only guys I knew was the Springfield chapter. They would come up to St. Louis, show us their techniques and everything. And
Right.
when I went down to Texas with the Trey House boys, and we had just been talking on Facebook back when Messenger and Facebook just got started.
Right.
And they opened up the doors. I mean, I pawned a TV, my PS4, because I wanted to go down there and have fun.
Right.
And how they embraced me and was like, bro, don't worry about food. Don't worry about this. Don't worry about that. And my first sponsorship, it came alive. Mark Ayers and Johnny Aranda.
Nice.
Mark Ayers was with Empire and was like, hey, come here. I was wearing roller hockey pants, and I was like, dude, I didn't have scenario pants. I was like, dude, I use these for speedball. He's like, no, dude. No, Johnny's like, we can't have you out here walking like this. And after that, just seeing those guys, and still to this day, I still deal with them. I mean, now I have friends in Canada, New York, Florida, I think almost every single state. And it's just amazing because I can not talk to them for months and then all of a sudden be like, hey, look, I'm back in the game. What? Let's go. And, next you know, you got another paintball adventure and another road trip and another $2,000-$3,000 down the drain because you bought a new gun and a whole bunch of other stuff.
Well, that was like us. It's like, well, listen, I'm going to be there. And you're like, would you like to try my gun? Yes, I would. It'll have to be put off for another time.
But you know what? If I have to, I'll just ship it to you. I'm not worried about it.
Yeah, I thank you. I'm going to try to be in California for the cancer event in Sacramento in a couple months. Have you heard about that?
No, but I can get you linked up with like Ryan and all of them and see what they can do.
Sure, but I'm gonna try to be in California for that because Richard Wilcox. I don't know if you've heard of him or not. He's probably the oldest living tournament paintball player.
Yes.
And he was the team captain of Dogs of War,
Yep.
which was the team that helped train the Iron Men and the Hostile Kids, which became Destiny or Dynasty, I should say. Like so he's a big dog, and he's lost a lot of friends to cancer recently, and so he's creating a universal cancer event. And so what it's going to be is a number of different paintball fields. Sorry, I'm tired. Anyway, different fields all over the world are going to sync up so that there's an event happening at exactly the same time
to
raise money for cancer, right? So I'm going to
see. That's what I love about paintball, though. We can, where most other sports are like, oh, we're going to do this. We're like, nope, we got autism covered, special needs. We raise money for anything, and I think that's what keeps me in paintball is the fact that we give back to the community and give back actually to people, period, and we keep pushing. I mean, if you look, Pevs has you have an autism event here in Colorado every year. We had Ballin' for Boobies here in Colorado.
Hell, I wish hadn't missed.
I don't even think we do that game anymore, and I miss it because that was an awesome game. But
do you know what I just found out about?
What?
There's a organization called Battle Buddies, and I'm going to be creating a podcast on it soon. But apparently they collect players' old gear that they don't want, and they collect it, and then they give it out to kids and young players in need. And there's chapters in countries all around the world. Like, apparently it's a big deal.
That's the first I've ever heard of that.
I just found out of it a couple of weeks ago, and I've been playing since 1989. How cool is that?
And that's the thing. Like, there's so many different things that go on in paintball that you can't keep up with all of it.
Right.
There's so many different tournaments. There's so many different scenarios, so many charity events. I remember there was one that B did and Nick Swoliak did. I think it was up in Colt Roberts, up in Minnesota or something.
Right.
A Miracle Child game or something. That was it the Miracle Child game?
I'm not sure. I know B did a lot of stuff.
Yeah, but I think that was like one of the coolest events I've ever seen. And I've always had that on my bucket list, and I don't even know if they still do it, but I'm like, you know what?
I've never heard of it, but I have B's phone number, so I can ask her.
Yeah, call B, and she'll tell you. Just like her, and I think it was in Minnesota or something. Yeah, Minnesota or Wisconsin. Because the last one, Hanu was there. It was Hanu, I think Colt Roberts, Nick Swoliak, B. Yeah.
Hanu's a riot.
Dude, I love Hanu.
Yeah,
that dude is.
He's
like, yeah, woo. I'm like, dude, the turtle man. I love that dude. He first time I ever went to CPX, he embraced me with open arms, and I was like, okay.
Now I don't know if you're ready to talk about it or not, so we won't go into details. And if you don't get details, tough. You just have to tune in next time. But you're getting ready to do something in the future. Are you ready to talk about it yet? Or
I can.
Okay. Well, you want just a little teaser? So you don't have to go into any details. Just what you're comfortable with.
It's called Say It Loud. It is a nonprofit to get inner city kids, Black and Latinos, and kids of single parent households out playing paintball. Paintball has done so much for me that I've decided that I wanted to be able to bring kids into the sport. And what really made me want to do that was an incident when I was a manager at Avid.
Okay.
And basically had a group of African American kids come out, and it was me and the manager, and they were like yelling racial slurs at him and saying F Donald Trump, this, that, and the other. And I'm like, you know what? If you guys knew what this sport was about and what this sport did,
Right.
you guys would realize that there's no racism in paintball.
No,
and they kept
not
doing
really.
their different
There's
things.
Always a jackass.
I mean, you got the jackass, but overall, I mean, I've been to
Right.
so many different fields. It's not even funny. I've never had one racial inclination.
No.
Ever. I mean, I did when I first came in. I was like a little nervous. I'm like, all right, dude, these all these white boys out here. They're gonna beat me down. But I was like, you know what? I need to do something to help change the narrative in the sport and towards the black culture and the Latino culture. So I've started to say it loud with a couple friends, myself, Darius Martin down in Arkansas and Texas and everything. He plays for Texas Phalanx. We came together on an idea. It was like, hey, there's enough of us brothers that play tournament ball. We see each other. We know each other. It's kind of like a little secret society because it's only like 20 of us is playing.
There was like, I have to be careful how I say things, obviously, but there was a lot of people of color playing today. Like I was surprised.
Yes, I saw that when I came up. I was like, whoa, it's because now they're black folks are starting to reach outside the box. But when it comes to paintball, if you don't have money and you don't see it and you're not at a field every day like I was or every weekend,
right,
or you don't know somebody, you're not hanging around a pro shop, then you don't know. I mean, guns are $1,500.
Some are.
The paint when I started playing was like $100.
Yeah.
So I mean, unless you had a family member, mom or dad, or you were able to go make that money, you couldn't afford to go play paintball.
See, I don't disagree, but I came from a fairly decent family, financially speaking.
Yeah, but you're also in Canada, bro. You guys' money's a little different than ours.
But they didn't approve of paintball because it was people shooting people, and at the time, back in the late '80s,
yeah,
that was a big deal.
My mom was the same way. My mom's Jehovah's Witness, but my mom's like, no, those white folks are gonna hurt you and blah blah. My dad's like, dude, take. How much? Here, go, buy. I ain't got it. Baby, we got the house to ourselves. I'm like, oh my God.
Well, the game, when I started, the game was only 8 years old. So people didn't understand. And there was in the news and whatnot. But I wanted to play. So I would ref on Saturday and I would play on Sunday. And I bought some like a small gun and whatnot. And even today, like if you get like one of those Empire Helix masks, in Canada they're under $40, so they're probably like $30 here.
Roughly, depending on where you go.
Yeah, but my point is those have got thermal lenses and they're a good solid protective. Like so, there's your first thing. Then any gun manufactured in the last 15 years, if you know somebody that'll help you buy a used gun, will do the job. Like your Magnev stuff was fantastic.
Thank you.
And you can pop stuff out and it cleans and efficiency and whatnot, and that's great. But the old guns will still get you in and playing.
Oh, absolutely.
And be competitive. So you can probably kit yourself out, if you think about it, for under $150. Buying, even that includes new masks.
Well, you can actually, I mean, they got the little Tipman starter packs and everything where
Right.
you can get the goggles in there, the tank and everything.
What are they called, Cronuses or something?
The Cronuses, the A5, the 98.
Yeah, like
dude, there's so many different Tipman guns out there and packages, and then you got the Empire with the BT. That was one of my first guns. First gun was a Brass Eagle Talon. Second was a BT Battlefield, and then after that was
you bought a
09
Brass
Eagle.
Eagle Talon.
Yes.
I know. I think
paintball
less.
project.
I think less of you.
That's
now.
fine. Look, I didn't have money, so I was like, hey, I was doing a paintball project, wanted to see which paintballs could, which paint ran the furthest with different paintballs. So we bought all these paintballs. I had to write a letter to Brass Eagle to get, the different little types of paintballs that they had. And after that, it was like, okay, I'm addicted. And then went to an PPL event in San Bernardino, and that's what did it.
Do you know what I actually got a hold of? My buddy won Brass Eagle Talon at the International Amateur Open back in the day in Pittsburgh. And there was like a one-on-one 3-man. So you would play with these Brass Eagle pumps, and if you won, you got to keep it. And so he actually won one of these little things. Do you know what we did with it?
What?
We put autococker pneumatics on it.
See, I wasn't that in depth into it. I didn't know. I just thought I was cool, and then like I saw everything else, and I was like, okay. And I was like, Dad, this ain't working. And he was like, what do you mean? I was like, come to the field. And he came, and he was like, they got robots. They shooting robots. That was exactly what my dad said. I was like, no. I was like, that's an ego. And that's
yeah.
that, and that's that, and that. And my dad's like, okay, well, what's the price tag? And I was like, he's like, well, and so I was like, oh, that one costs this. That boy, do you know that's a car payment? Do you know that's the house payment? And I'm like, but I want to play.
Yeah.
He was like, you know what you got to do for it. And then after
Hustle.
that, yeah, and that's when I got my 09 ego. And after that, it was just
Still have it?
no. I sold it to a friend here, actually, Tyler Both. He
Okay.
still got it because the colors were Avalanche colors. And
Gotcha.
so, like, when I got into it, I knew about the other teams, but I always went for Midwest teams. Aftershock, Legend, St. Louis Avalanche because it was an MPPL. So I was all about, and I'm still that way, like St. Louis teams because I'm from St. Louis.
Right.
So,
Did you get a chance to meet Weeze while I was here?
no, I didn't.
Oh, that sucks.
It's okay. I mean, there's gonna be other opportunities.
He'll
but-
be at the Cancer benefit in case you want to fly out to Sacramento.
Sacramento.
Yeah.
I haven't played in Cali. Oh my goodness, in a couple years. I played at Rich Tilford's field, Extreme Paintball.
Yeah.
Modesto. So while you're there, you have to go see that field because that field
I'm
is like
pretty
dope.
sure that's where it's being played.
Oh, dude, you're about to have the time of your life.
I think. Don't quote me. I'm not sure. Which
They do
field
a
it is.
zombie aliens, zombie versus humans game, and then they do this alien game where you can only get headshots, only dies, and
Right.
Oh, it's epic.
Well, all I know is that Weeze told me that I could crash at his place. So
There you go.
I'm going to fly out, crash at his place, and I'm going to play in the big game. And
You got to
get
eat on a
shoot me-
roach coach.
A what?
You have to eat on a roach coach. If you go to California, you have to eat on a roach coach.
Okay, what's a roach coach?
Roach Coach is this beat up looking food truck that sells some of the best tacos you ever have in your life.
All right.
And pray to God that you don't get bubble guts from it.
Yeah, no.
No, you have to. It's a California tradition. You got to eat tacos. You got to eat elote, chicharron, mango on a stick. It's a California thing. And go to In-N-Out.
I've been doing In-N-Out. I was
Okay.
in In-N-Out in Vegas. I wasn't impressed.
Yeah, but it's not Cali.
Oh.
In-N-Out is a California thing. Just because it's in Vegas.
Come on. What
No, Laura. Like,
we're recording.
okay, or
You
Farmer
can't
Brothers.
distract us.
El Pollo Loco,
Stand here.
Yoshinoya.
Stand here. All right, so what was it you were saying about In-N-Out?
It's disgusting
Why is it disgusting?
because it's cardboard hamburgers.
Abomination right now, Laura. We became cool now. You just lost points. No.
No.
Hey,
No.
hey, White Castle is king. White Castle is king. I'm from St.
In-N-Out
Louis,
burger?
brother.
No. White Castle? Okay, I'll give you White Castle. In-N-Out burger? No.
Oh, we can talk food all day. That'd be a whole nother segment. I can give you food all across the United States, tell you the best restaurants for.
Mexican food on the south side in Glendale. You get a torta, street tacos. You take that corn tortilla, put some lime with some salt on it. Freaking amazing.
See? And this is what
And then
our
if you want
podcast-
Italian here, you go to Gaetano's for 30th and Tejon.
All right.
Old mobster. Used to be owned by the Colorado crime family. And the Small Dones. Oh, dude, I'm all about it. Yes. Like, dude. They can
Okay,
get
if you're going to be talking, you got to come back here because
Like-
these mics are only close.
the muscles that they can get for appetizers like that big, bro.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, my God.
Smoked wings?
Oh yes,
Smoked wings?
with the Gouda and the shaved
Yes.
parm on top. Oh my God. Okay, can we stop? I'm getting
The
hungry.
old man, the little dry biker bar, has some good smoked wings.
Hey, get back on the screen.
I am. That's how he walks out to you, and then yeah. Or good Chicago dog. It's called Chicago off of Koufax right before you get the
All
Wads.
right. All right, you know what? Let's cut this interview because I'm hungry. You're
Well, hold on,
You're- okay,
real
whoa,
quick,
whoa.
because you said something about
Okay.
the nonprofit.
Oh,
So
Hi.
by the way, hey, this is Callie.
Kylie.
Kylie, sorry. My
Kylie.
apologies. It's been a long day. It's freaking hot, and my
You're
people
Canadian,
are,
dude.
We're an Arctic people.
wait. Did you bring any maple syrup?
I brought maple syrup cream cookies.
I know that, but did you bring maple syrup, lad?
No, I
You
didn't want
fucking
it.
oh.
I didn't want it to break.
You put
Glass
some
bottles.
Okay, Foxy Mama knows how to wrap it in bubble wrap and send it every single
put a
time.
towel around it. throw it in
Exactly.
your-
Sure.
Dude, you're talking to roller hockey people
I
like
took
this is
14 beers to Glendale to Phoenix, from breweries up here. I took them to Phoenix with me. That was my care. Like, I'm taking my beer with me.
I'm getting attacked here, people.
Bro, everywhere I go, I bring some Colorado food to switch it out. Like, I bring back Skyline Chili, which is one of the best chili places in
Do you
the
know
world.
how much food is how much if I have to bring? I've got an old Reds pack and I couldn't fit everything.
When you know it is 2020, we do have other companies out here that make bigger bags like Push.
Push is supposed to be sending me a bag, but it hasn't come yet. Brian Benini.
I was gonna say Mark Knopp because you know his old
Yeah,
butt's
but
probably.
he's in Croatia. You know, and Tim Summers is in Australia. They can't really do much for me, so it's Brian Benini.
Or no, Lasoya. Yeah, MacDev comes from Australia. Get it here with no problem.
Summit sells Australia.
Yeah, so you're just making excuses. They're just probably telling you something to just tell. Oh, I forgot. You're from Canada, eh? Canada. But no, one quick thing. When you asked me about the nonprofit, one of the other main reasons is I'm tired of seeing young kids out here shooting themselves. So
Right.
if they can come out here and shoot themselves in a safe environment,
Right.
and I can teach them a new sport, that's what it's about. Each one teach one.
Thank you.
See? Even though she said In and Out was
Thank you.
trash.
You're welcome.
Oh yeah, and you have to go to Good Times. You
Good
have to
Times.
go to Good Times. Yes. Get the zesty fries and the Bambino. Dude, I'm a fat kid.
You're not fat. You might get that way, but
They can't see that. Yeah, I'm fat.
well, dad bods are in, so I'm told.
I'm not a dad, but okay, I
I'm just
guess.
saying, dad bods.
I'm not. No,
All right, before he drops the mic, see you. Talk to you all soon. Ciao.
Peace.